What is absentee voting? Absentee voting, also known as mail-in voting or postal voting, is a process that allows registered voters to cast their vote in an election without physically going to a polling station on election day. It is originally designed to accommodate individuals who are unable to vote in person due to specific circumstances, such as being away from their registered voting location, illness, disability, or military service. In recent years, it has been expanded to allow voters to cast their vote early to avoid election day congestion. In absentee voting, eligible voters request an absentee ballot from their respective election authorities. This can typically be done through an application process, either online, by mail, or in person. Once the application is approved and the ballot is issued, the voter receives the ballot via mail or email, depending on the jurisdiction's procedures. To vote, the individual fills out the absentee ballot, following the instructions provided, and then returns it to the election authorities by mail or in some cases through secure drop-off locations. The completed ballot is usually placed in an inner envelope, or marked with identification information to maintain the privacy and integrity of the voting process. In ancient Greece, citizens serving in the military or on diplomatic missions were allowed to cast their votes in absentia. Similarly, ancient Rome had provisions for citizens to cast their votes through a proxy, if they were unable to attend the assembly. During the American Revolutionary War, many American soldiers were unable to return home to vote, so absentee voting provisions were made to allow them to participate in elections. In recent decades, many countries have expanded their absentee voting systems to accommodate citizens who are traveling, living abroad, or unable to vote in person due to various circumstances. Technological advancements, such as online applications and electronic delivery of ballots, have further streamlined the process. The advantages of absentee voting include 1. Accessibility and convenience. It allows voters to participate in the electoral process without the need for travel or waiting in lines. 2. Flexibility for voters. Voters can fill out their ballots at their own convenience and take the time to research candidates and issues without feeling rushed. 3. Accommodation for special circumstances. Absentee voting accommodates individuals with specific circumstances, such as being away from their registered voting location, illness, disability, military service, or other personal commitments that make it challenging to vote in person. 4. Increased voter turnout. Some studies suggest that absentee voting can contribute to higher voter turnout. The disadvantages of absentee voting include 1. Potential for fraud, including ballot tampering, coercion, or improper handling of absentee ballots, may compromise the integrity of the process. 2. Loss of secrecy. Voters may be influenced or coerced when filling out their ballot outside the confines of a polling booth. 3. Lack of election day experience. Some argue that the collective sense of civic engagement and community spirit associated with voting in person on election day may be lost in absentee voting. 4. Potential for errors. Errors can occur in the process of completing and returning absentee ballots. If voters do not follow the instructions properly, their ballots may be deemed invalid and not counted. The controversial 2020 U.S. presidential election was largely surrounding the issue of absentee voting. President Trump claimed that mail-in voting is a disaster and out of control, although there is no evidence to substantiate such claims. Overall, the implications of absentee voting for democracy can be positive in terms of increased accessibility and participation. However, it is essential to address concerns about fraud, maintain security measures, and educate voters effectively to uphold the integrity of the electoral process. Striking the right balance between convenience and ensuring a secure and transparent voting system is crucial to safeguard democracy. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for your support.